But who moderates your moderation?
Because there aren't that many things that are...
When do you know enough is enough? What happens when you have a bereavement? What if you lose your job? What if something else happens and you drink a little bit too much? And then something happens whilst you're... You know, I heard a statistic, 70% of people in prison weren't dealing with alcohol or drugs when they committed their crimes.
That's fine.
What does that tell you? And then I also hear 70% of people in prison came from broken homes. Then I start questioning, well, what causes broken homes? Alcohol, drugs, gambling, sexual immorality, and interest dealings. So, if you prohibit those 5 things, you don't get broken homes. If you don't get broken homes, you don't get criminals in prison. Everyone's a winner. You encourage...
Life's much fun there, right?
My life's fantastic. Alhamdulillah. What do you mean by fun?
Well, I think it's okay to indulge in those things a little bit without going too far.
How old are you?
33.
You married?
So it would be...
You got kids?
It would be, I would say...
I'll be honest with you, the last me and my missus have, I don't think I could have any other way.
The last one, sorry?
With my missus.
The last
The laughs, like me and the missus, that we have when we joke and stuff, yeah? It's like another level, yeah? What is fun? What you mean, me going out, drinking, so I can't really control myself anymore, and I might do something stupid, but I can blame it on the drink? That's fun.
Yeah, but then again, you paint a very extreme picture of it. Not I don't behave like that.
Okay, what's fun then? Tell me the fun. Tell me the fun. What's the enjoyment?
I think it's okay to go to the pub and have a few beers and chat with your friends. So you might use your inhibition.
Why do you need to go to the have a few beers?
You need to.
You do. You do.
But you prohibit it completely.
No. Why do you need a few beers? Why can't you go to the pub and have a Coke?
Well, occasionally I do.
No, but why do you need the few beers though? You need the beers because you can't be yourself without the beers. That's the standard. You're afraid to talk about what you feel like, but when you've had a beer, when you've had a beer, there's no consequence because you can blame it on the beer. Oh, sorry, love, I was drunk, I didn't know what I was doing. That's the standard, man. I want to know what this fun is. What fun are you having that I'm missing?
Not a lot of fun, to be honest. Really life's a bit miserable.
That's not please. You said you're having fun. I want to know about this fun. I want to experience it. Did you see my videos in Saudi?
Was it Umrah?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Did you see how much fun we were having?
You climb up a mountain, mate, and you're sweating your bollocks off. It looks horrible.
Climbing that mountain. Do you know that mountain? Do you know, if you knew the story behind me going up that mountain, it was horrible. You know why? Because I wasn't climbing the mountain, because I'd done my calfing doing the Safa Marwa on the Umrah. And I wasn't going to go. And then when I seen Brother Anas come in with his EF Tower Imam Foundation t-shirt on, I thought, you know what, I'm going as well. Yeah, and then they didn't want to go, then I pushed it. Anyway, do you see us quad biking?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you see us walking around all the fun we had. Fun we had, hey! How'd you have fun?
Well,
so tell me about your fun. Come on. Tell me what I'm missing out on. I'm a Muslim, I can't eat this and I can't drink that and I can't do that and I can't smoke drugs and I can't gamble and I can't do all of these things. You tell me the fun you're having that I'm missing.
I don't think you are missing out.
No, come on, I want to hear the fun. What's the fun?
I'm just saying it's okay to indulge in those.
No, but I'm trying to, I know, but I want to know what I'm missing. 17 years ago, kind of 18 years ago, I embraced Islam and I turned my back on the fun. So I want to know what the fun is now that I've missed out on.
Did you take it too far? Before you were a Muslim, you used to drink and do drugs. Did you take it too far?
That's it. So you had me. He must have been an alcoholic. He must have been this. He must have been that. Why would he become a Muslim? No, I didn't. I stopped drinking alcohol 2 years before becoming a Muslim.
There was no law and order.
After speaking to Muslims.
Savage society.
So could I ask you a question off the back of that? Even if Islam wasn't true, it's still a perfect way to live your life.
Allahu Akbar, yes.
That's where we're trying to get to.
What? If Islam isn't true, is Islam the best way to live your life?
Yeah. So if it's not true and there is no Allah,
if there's no heaven and no paradise,
Islam is still perfect for your life.
Yes.
So the truth doesn't matter.
Even when
yes.
Islam conquered,
Truth doesn't matter.
No, truth does matter.
The Jews were allowed to operate their Sharia.
Truth does matter.
And the Muslims operated their Sharia.
Look, I like gambling. If there's one halal thing I wish was permitted was gambling. One haram thing was I'd love to gamble. I love a bit on the, you know, turn a football match, how many corners, this, that, the other. Do a lucky treble, lucky 15 or whatever. I used to work in the bookies for a year, right? So I would love to gamble again. Wait, no good for me, mate. Now I'm pretty sure my children want to do things that they're not allowed to do because they're not good for them. Now the irony is this: what does the Quran say
And Allah sent down
to Muhammad? You are not a dictator over them, O Muhammad.
Rights
Merely
for women.
a warner.
What I'm saying to you,
So no one's here to tell you what to do. Have your
for you
fun.
and the ones who are best
You don't
for
look
you.
like you're having a lot of fun. Because if you were a guy having a lot of fun, you'd be telling me all this fun you were having.
I would be here on the Sunday.
Now, if you're telling me, going to the pub and sitting with your mates is your level of fun.
I do other things.
Still a
I have
joke in
other
the pub
hobbies.
now.
No, but all right.
Women,
No, but I'm talking about you. Use the example of going to the pub, sitting down. Look, I can go to my mate's house. We put the football on and watch the match and have a laugh. But we don't need to drink beer to do so.
Talk about
Do you get me?
between you and your wife of an
No,
intimate
I can go to the mosque, and the mosque is not like a church where you walk in and it's echoey and crack crack. You go in, everyone's there. You know, like back in the day when you wanted a mechanic or you wanted a builder or you wanted to buy a mobile phone, you go in the pub, innit? A bit like Del Boy, yeah? Who's a mechanic? Who's this? That was where you'd network. Same in the mosque. In the mosque, you got your accountants, you've got your doctor, even doctors, subhanAllah. You got your builders, and all of this stuff. So all you've done is replace a place of iniquity,
and you warn them.
yeah, with a place of purity. Well, you know that some geezer who's had too much is going to come and try and take it out on
You
you.
cannot force your wife.
You know what I'm saying? And you know the people around you are in this sane state of mind. Why would you want to go to a place where you know the people around you are losing their minds and losing their inhibitions? And if that guy happens to be a bit of a psycho and has got something to prove, he might not like gingers. Do you get me?
Yes.
Anyway.
But I appreciate you admitting that, even if Islam wasn't true, you'd still follow it. You still think it's perfect guidance.
Judge.
But guess what? I believe it is true.
A woman in Islam.
And I believe this life is not the end. And I believe this fun will come to an end.
So your children, you raise them as Muslims.
Of course.
If they said, Dad, I don't believe,
You know what I mean?
I don't believe in a creator.
That is a
Still
legal
try
ground
and
for her within
implement
Islam.
Islam as a way of living their lives.
If my daughter said to me, Dad, I don't think I believe in God or Allah, what do you think my response would be?
She doesn't need evidence.
Debate her.
No. And the kind thing is, the children speak to both of them.
Your children are going to test your boundaries.
They will give them
But guess what? Try and tell your kids not to drink when you're drinking.
Necessary.
Tell them not to smoke when you're smoking.
You can't
Tell them not to mess around in relationships when you're in a mess around relationship. Then try and see. And then your kids will see your hypocrisy. And then they won't listen to anything you say.
Well, no, because you see,
But when I tell my kids, they know it's not coming from me. It's coming from their creator. And their creator knows what's bad for them and what's good for them.
a registry, legal thing. The reason it's
Nice chatting to you.
Very nice chatting to you. Stay around, come and have a meal with us later.
Sorry?
Come and have a meal with us later. We go to
I'm here all
the...
day.
Alhamdulillah. Sorry if I was a bit harsh on you, I didn't mean to be.
Cheers, Hamza.
But remember one thing, yeah? There are many people who think like you. So they have to be addressed also.
Think like me.
Yeah. Think you're having fun. Think that...
Not necessarily, man.
No.
I'm in therapy.
No, but you're in therapy.
Psychotherapy. I'm miserable, man. I've got something called PTSD.
So why are you clinging on to this idea of notion that by becoming a Muslim you lose all the fun? You seem to have
I suppose that, I mean, I was just entertaining that. I mean, we're just talking, we're just chewing the fat about that. But I think it comes down to truth claims, so I don't believe it's true. So all the things it
Right. So you don't believe what's true?
I don't believe that monotheist religion is true.
Why not?
Because it just seems so anti-intellectual.
Anti-intellectual.
Yeah, it does.
Name one thing I've said.
Let's have a chat a bit later.
No, but name one thing I've just said to you now that you can class as
When we
unintellectual.
talked about Mohammed flying on a winged horse, it's like, as hard as I try, if I wanted to subscribe to that, I'm never going to believe that. I'm never going to believe in miracles. I'm never going to believe the creator of the universe spoke to a man.
And what is the source of what you believe?
Logic, rationality, experience.
No. So you only believe things you experience. Do you believe man landed on the moon?
Maybe I don't have any beliefs.
No, do you believe man landed on the moon?
Maybe I don't have beliefs.
No, but do you believe man landed on the moon?
I accept it to be true based on the available evidence.
So you believe man landed on the moon?
I accept it to be true.
That's belief.
That's a belief.
Why do you believe it's true?
Based on the available evidence.
Based on what? Based on the TV?
Well, yeah, and yeah.
I remember Star Wars. So you don't think they could manufacture it if they wanted to?
You don't believe it's true.
I just
You
no.
don't believe we went to the moon.
This is your question, not mine. I'm asking you. I'm asking you what forms your opinions, what forms your beliefs. So you're saying to me now, you believe man landed on the moon because you saw a TV picture of some guy going like this and planting a flag on what looked like the moon.
Well, I've seen the footage. And
So do you believe everything you see on TV? Of course you don't. course you
There's a
don't.
difference between fact and fiction.
So why do you believe that's fact?
Because we've been back to the moon. We've been there.
Why do you believe
for months.
that?
Because why would they lie about it?
That's irrelevant. Why do you believe it? So what you're saying to me is you don't believe government will lie to you ever, and that we must have landed on the moon because the government said we landed on the moon. That's fine. If that's what forms your opinions and that's what supports your truth claims.
There are other sources of information that
Like what?
back it up.
Like what?
Well, books.
Books.
Book and the Quran's a book. Yeah. Shit example. Yeah, footage.
Footage of what? I'll show you Star Wars. Is that real? Does the planet Naboo exist? Is Jar Jar Binks up there?
Is that not what religion is? Though? It's fiction. It's the greatest story ever told.
No. No, it's not.
I see why I believe it though.
When you tell me,
Human beings tell
when you
stories.
tell me you believe things that you see on TV are true, yeah, I do understand why you believe it. Yeah, I do.
I think it's feasible and plausible that we went and landed on the moon. That there was a project.
Do you believe it's plausible that we didn't land on the moon? And the reasons why they claim they did, for example, they show that how can the flag have four shadows? No, I'm just saying it's a good example.
It's very conspiratorial though.
What's a conspiracy theory? Let's just end it on this. Do you believe in conspiracy theories?
I don't know, roll me on.
I'm going to prove to you right now you believe in conspiracy theories. How's that? I'll prove it to you.
Go on then.
All right. Would you accept the challenge, yeah? All right.
Go on then.
Do you believe the government always tell you the truth?
Probably not.
No, do you believe they always tell the truth or not?
I think they probably hide a lot.
So they don't tell you the truth? Right. Do you believe the government conspire amongst themselves to present a false reality as the truth?
Say that again.
Do you believe that governments conspire amongst themselves to present a false reality as the truth?
Potentially, yeah.
Then you believe in conspiracy theories, my friend. Been great. Take care. Remind me of your name, sorry, my friend. Phil. I'm going to do a bit of a... Okay, that was Phil. Very nice guy. Typical English lad. Didn't really believe in monotheistic religions and such. Doesn't believe in miracles, which is fine. That's the way he's been brought up. When you go to school in this country, apparently it's a Christian country, but when you go to school, religion's a joke and science is serious and true. So according to our school, we're taught we evolved from monkeys and we're shown this little thing, but then when it comes to religion, we get some dodgy teacher who can't control the class, and you come out of school, religion's a joke, science is serious. So I can understand his viewpoints. But then you look at an English lad and think, why has he become a Muslim? All the fun he's left behind. But then when pressed on that fun, what is that fun? Sitting in a pub having a pint. You know, when you do that when you're 20 or whatever is one thing. When you do it when you're 40, you become a bum. That's what happens. But like I said, nice lad. And we'll continue. This is part one. We'll do part two later. All right? Sound good. How are you, sir?